Communication is vital to every relationship. How do I improve my relationships with my peers and intimate relationships?
I love how you made that broad statement. Communication is vital to every relationship because it is the most important thing in any relationship across the board, whether it's your intimate relationship or your friendships or just your relationships at work. Communication is the way how you communicate and is the way how persons are going to understand you, whether or not you're doing a particular task or you want someone to do a particular task for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to outline 4 steps that you need to consider and master while venturing down the road of communication to become more resourceful and masterful in communication straight across the board. So the first one is create a space and time to communicate. Just like how you're going to craft out a time when you have a business meeting with someone, you book the time, you book the space, you have to take that level of seriousness when having any form of communication with anyone, because the more serious you are is the more you're going to be taken seriously. And when you create that space, that when you go there, it's basically to get anything or flesh out anything that is bothering you or to bring across anything that you want to discuss in general. The second one is make sure that you jot down every single thing that you want to communicate, whether it's with your boss or your partner or your friends. Jot it down, because in many times you're trying to remember while the person is speaking, and then that might distract you from what that person is saying to you and what you need to understand, because listening is key. The third thing is practice patient listening. Patient listening is one of the hardest thing to do, because each time we're having a conversation, your brain is going, on a particular idea or something that the person bring across to you. What might happen is that either the emotions might be high and they might say something that you disagree with, and same time you are trying to combat that and not listening to what the person is saying. So active and patient listening, you have to make sure that is there as well. The fourth one is avoid debative conversations. Don't try to debate. When the message is being said, when the person is trying to communicate or you're trying to communicate, if there's a debate, no one hears anyone, and that creates a lot of noise. So it's very important that when you're listening or you sit down to listen or actively listen to a person, you try to kind of take that debative feeling or emotion out of it and just sit and listen, because just like how you want the person to hear you, you need to hear the person as well. So always end all your conversations on a calm and respectful and with gratitude, because just the mere fact that that person decided to take their time and sit and speak with you, you should be grateful because that person didn't need to have that conversation with you. So once you have mastered all of those 4, your communication relationship across the board will increase, and persons will be more enlightened to have a conversation with you, because they know that you are actively listening and that whatever that you speak to them or the conversations that you guys have together is actually of a mutual beneficial understanding for both parties. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know to communicate with others, then you're not going to be able to have meaningful relationships.